Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. The battery level on this phone is very much degraded, so we are planning to replace the battery. So you can see in here, if you go back to the about section, in the service parts, we can see that it says the battery needs to be serviced. And then if you go into the battery health itself, service, it is on 73%. 73%. So it really needs to, the battery needs to be changed on this phone 12 Pro Max. For the replacement of the battery, we need the battery, of course. The battery itself, it should be here, and then with that we will need maybe a hair dryer in order to um, loosen the adhesive of the LCD. We will also need the this type of alcohol in order to remove the in order to soften the adhesive. Then we may need these tools that you can see in here. Suction cup, we need this one. We need the screwdriver. We need these two tools as well, in case if you're going to remove the side of the the LCD itself. And as well, we will be in need of these two tools as well. We'll need a syringe in order to fill it out with the alcohol in order to apply it on the LCD, the edges of the LCD. We will need to restore, once we successfully install the battery, the new battery, we will need to restore the water resistance, so we can apply these on the edges of the screen. We may need also the tweezers, but let's see if we'll need it. I think that's all for the time being. Let's start the process. This is the iPhone itself. I'll be needing to make some space in here. So for the timing, we'll make some room. I already have refilled the alcohol in this one in order to apply it on the LCD edges. So to open this one, we will need the screwdriver. We'll also need a specific screwdriver for opening this. For the screwdriver, we will be needing this one. I'm not sure what are the names for this one, but I only can show you guys the type of them. We will need these. We'll need this one as well, 1.5, 1.2. We'll also need the Y one. This is very specific, 0.5. And as well this one, in order to open the, you can see it's T, I think T2. We will need to we will need this one to open the phone itself. So we'll power off the phone, and now we're going to open from the bottom part, this area. Sorry, we will be in need of these 0.8 in order to open the phone itself. This video will be very lengthy, so for that purpose I will be making it shorter by stopping multiple times to speed up the process, so that it should not be so lengthy. Okay, we have removed two screw. Please make sure that this is screws that you are supposed to open let them be on the side, and then make them put them on the proper places so that the screws are removed. Let's warm it up with the hair dryer in order to open the LCD. Try not to make it too much hot. The LCD of this phone is already broken, so we will need to be very careful, so that it should not be, bringing any kind of impact or a negative impact to the screen itself. We'll also try to apply some alcohol on the edges. Okay, and then we will also need the suction cup in here. Let me dry it out first. Okay. We'll try to put it this way, and then try to make some space in here. I tried a lot to make it happen, but I think it's not working, so I changed the tool with this one, and somehow I managed to get into the LCD itself, trying to make some more room in order to completely open it up. Then after it will be easier for us to get into the battery section. So let's see how it goes. As it's visible in here that we have made a successful move inside. Please make sure when you're supposed to put this tool inside, make sure that you should not put it so much inside so that you should not break any kind of flex cable in there or any kind of connections. You can see that with the help of the alcohol we are able to make some room. Okay, it's working so far. We're also going to put this tool inside, make it looser from this part. Okay. I need to use some more. Be very gentle with the removal of this LCD, because if it's so fragile, if it is broken, then the repair of that one is going to be so costly. A lot of amount of money we have to spend. But if you get it from the third party, from the original one is of course is too expensive from Apple. Okay, somehow we managed to open it. It's opening in a, like, the way that we are opening a book. We need to be very careful, because you can see that. Okay, we have managed to open it somehow. We are going to keep it like this, opened, and then we will need to have the Y screw driver, the one which says Y0 0.6, because these ones are that specs that these ones are Y07. I'm not sure why it's not working for me. I have another one. It's also called Y0706. Let's try with this one. Okay, this one is working. My screwdrivers are not so good. I need to make it magnetic somehow. And this one is not coming off. I'm not sure whether the screwdriver is having some issue or something else is the issue. We also need to remove this specific part. I'll need to put them all aside this way to separate them. You really need to be very much organized in terms of these screws, because we cannot mix it up. That's why I'm putting them all aside, separate. Okay, the screws are all removed. Let's remove this. I think they are having some kind of connection. Oh yeah, let's put them aside this way. And this one as well, this way. The first thing that we are supposed to do is to unplug the battery. So the battery is here. All right, and then we also need to unplug the LCD, the display. Okay, display is completely removed. You can see in here the battery is also removed. And what else we need in here is we need to have these pull tabs of the battery. We need to pull it up, pull it out actually. It's going to be a little bit of challenge, but let's see. We need to be also very sure that we should not puncture the battery itself, because it's going to be really difficult. My tweezer is so much sharp. I'm a little bit afraid of the puncturing the the battery itself. The room is so much less. We can also open these two things, but I don't think so it's necessary. You can make it this way. If it did not come off, we're going to use the alcohol to make it easy to get it removed. I tried a lot to remove these pull tabs from here in order to get the battery removed, but I think there was very less room in here and of course in here as well. So I don't also want to remove this, um, parts of the phone itself, like let's say the taptic engine and then as well the speaker. That's why I just use the alcohol in order to separate it, and I think it was so easy. Look, I think it's so easy because using the full tape it was quite very much difficult. So we'll allow these things get a little. Okay, we will need to remove these all first of all. Okay, let's try if it's still possible somehow. We'll need to find a way to clean up these things, before we puncture the other parts of the phone itself. Okay, I tried a lot to remove the adhesive from this part, but they are very sticky. Even though with the alcohol I tried, but it did not work. So this is the old battery. We're going to replace it with the new one. Let's try it out. New battery. This is the new battery. We're going to use it to test it out whether it's actually functional or not, or whether it's working the way that it should or not. Before we do that, let's try to install the LCD first to test it out. Okay, it goes to this part. Yep. And then this one goes here. Yep. I need to figure it out why it's looking different. It should go here, but that's too far for the battery to get installed. Why it's different? Look, it is in here, but this one is here. Way too different. It is not accurate. Okay, I opened the other one. I actually ordered two of them on the Braderparts. This one and this one. This one is for 15 Pro Max. They mixed it up, and then this one is for the 12 Pro Max. Let's try to install it and check it out. It's very huge, very much big. to be sure this. The flex cables are so much fragile. We need to be very careful with the installation. Okay. All right. Okay, it's done. Timing. Let's just test it out before we seal it completely. Okay, success. What happened? Okay, not working. Everything is intact. Okay, turning on. The battery is on 53%. I need to unlock it first. Okay, this one is so far looking good. We're going to check it out through the battery part. Battery health. Let's see. Okay, it shows 100%, but in here it still shows important battery message. And then if we go back to the general about parts, okay, we have restart and finish repair. Let's try it out. This is the main important part, that this battery is a little bit extra. I mean, a little bit more expensive as compared to the other, companies or brands. So let's test it out whether it really is going to remove that important battery part or not. They claim that after trying the repair thing, it is possible to get it removed. So I'll resume it back. We are on this screen. We are going to choose the continue. Of course, we are going to choose the Wi-Fi connection. Let me put the password. We're going to choose join. Agree. It will take some time. Okay, battery. This is a genuine Apple part. This is actually awesome. Let's continue. This is why this brand, Braderparts, is very much famous for this one. They're actually, I think, new as well, but much better as compared to the other, let's say, brands or third-party brands. This one is only working for the the batteries which are ending with HCSD, this part. The normal ones are not going to have this feature. So this one is a little bit of this one is a little bit expensive as compared to the other types of the batteries. We're going to restart the phone and let's see how it goes in the about section of the settings. Okay, the phone is restarted. Let's check it out. We go to the settings, we go to the battery health. Okay, we do not see that part in here anymore, so it is well calibrated. It's working okay so far. And if we go into the general section of this phone, service part, it says battery used. It's not saying any more service, so the status is used. The battery is the part is battery, and then the status is used. It means it is working the way that it should. So I guess there are no specific issue with this battery. It is working the way it should. Let me disconnect everything, restart the phone itself, and then seal it up. Okay, I have removed the battery. Right now what I'm supposed to do is I will need to remove and clean all of these uh, older adhesive from the edges of the casing, and as well, I mean the housing, and as well from the LCD itself. Once it's all done completely, then we can apply the battery. We can install the battery in here, and of course as well we are going to, no issue with this older pull tabs. So the new ones are going to come on the top of this one. And for the for restoring the water resistant, we need to apply these one on the top of this one. Then we are going to seal the phone itself. Once we have done this one, we also need to have the clip or something to hold it off, so that the LCD and the housing should have I mean they should connect. I'll clean it up and then I'll get back. I'll need to pause it for the time being. All right, let's try to. I've already I mean remove the plastic from the tabs. First of all, we are trying to fix it in here, plug the battery first. Okay, it is done. Now we are going to place the battery in the exact same position. Okay, we need to press it equally. I'm going to unplug it for the time being. Then we are going to install the adhesive, this one, and after that we are going to use this one, the LCD. We are going to install it in here. We are going to remove it this way and then place it exactly here like this. You have to be sure it is aligned correctly. And let's go with this part. You have to keep on pulling this as well. This part. You need to be careful on the edges. I think this is not correctly done. Oh, I think we made some mistake in here, but still we are in settings. Okay, so far it's good. We are going to install just make sure that everything is settled in here. Okay, not too bad, but this part is a little bit off. Still fine, no worries. And then we need to be sure with this one. Should we do it now or later? If you do it later as well, somehow possible. Okay, let's install the LCD. We need to be a little bit sure that we do not put a lot of pressure on this part. Let's try from the top one. Okay, this part is done, and now this part. This part is also done. We need to put this on again, just to make it work this way. Okay. Let's turn it on and see whether everything is working perfectly fine before we completely seal it off. The battery does not want to get installed. Okay, let's turn it on. This method is DIY. Of course, you need to be um, not expert, but you also need to be very careful with whatever you're supposed to do. So I think it's working. Look, card, Wi-Fi. Okay, so we can turn it off. We can turn it off. Same method. We are going to install this first in here. Then we are going to seal it off. For this one, we will need the Y 0.6, the type of screwdriver. Okay, let's make sure the placement of this one is correct. There is a kind of grip in here, I think. We need to be careful with that. Yep, you should go first inside. Exactly like this. Then after we can install, and we can use this screw to tighten it. Screws are too small. First one is done. Okay, this part is done. We're going to put the brackets here to seal it off. Okay. Screws are too small. Okay. All right. Now we're going to remove this tape from the edges. A little bit. Okay. All right. So far, it's looking not too bad. Need to make sure that everything is sitting properly inside. All right. The clips are all good. And then we need to remove this. Then there are two screws in here. These screws are supposed to go in. They're very small. Okay, this one is done. Next one. Done as well. Now for the last part, we have, because we just installed, applied those things, we will need to have some pieces of this to install there, specifically like this. Okay, so that the edges can stick firmly. Like this. We'll need to keep it for around 30 minutes or more, so that everything is going to stick together like that. We're going to keep it for perhaps 30 minutes to an hour, and then everything should be good. But for the time being, let's still turn it on, just to test it out, whether everything is working or not. It's booting. I'm very happy with the service of these Braderparts. They have very high quality battery. In terms of, at least it's showing the genuine or use something. Okay, it's working. I'll not unlock it unless the adhesive is completely, you know, what do you call it, dried, or maybe they stick together. So yeah, I think we had a good luck with this battery, and we were able to get it changed. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.